So today we're going to be drawing conclusions in guided reading. So when we examine the text, a text, we're looking at what it's telling us without maybe the author explicitly saying it. So that's what drawing conclusions is. Drawing conclusions is when we read a text and the author doesn't have to specifically say something, but because of our past experiences, we can tell what the reader is meaning. So it's important for us for any reader, because authors don't always specifically say what they mean. However, as the reader, because of the transaction we make with the text, we must be able to draw conclusions from what the author is saying, and sometimes that's different for every person. Alright, so to show this, I want you to go ahead and take out just a piece of paper to write on real quick. Just something at your desk. If you don't have a paper, actually, it's okay. You can do it. I don't want you all to do it. So how about this? In your head, just answer this question. So I have here some club soda and a box of raisins and a clear glass so you guys can see it. And I want you, it's like a fizzy soda water. So I want you to take your guess. If you don't have a piece of paper, it's okay. And write down what you think is going to happen when I put the raisins in the club soda. Do you think it's going to sink or float? Okay? So, there's my club soda. I'll show it. And there's your raisins. And just wait. Can you see them kind of dancing back and forth, up and down?
What does that mean? I knew it was going to dance.
You don't know what? One sec. I'll show you a YouTube video that explains it a little better than I can. So the raisins are dancing up and down because what Fallon said, the carbonation in the club soda, it touches the wrinkles of the raisins and makes them go up and down.
I've seen that before.
So this video explains it a little better than I could. So
I've seen that video before.
Very simply, pour some soda water into the glass, make sure that it's nice and full. You'll see that loads of bubbles are floating to the surface. The next step is to drop some of the raisins into the soda water, and instantly you'll see that they seem to be dancing. This is because the tiny bubbles of carbon dioxide inside the soda water are latching into the tiny wrinkles on the raisins. The more bubbles that latch on, the more gas there is stuck to the raisins, and the more gas there is, the lighter they get, and so they start to float to the surface. When they hit the surface, some of the bubbles pop, which makes the raisins heavier again, and they sink to the bottom. This process then continues to repeat. And there you have it. That's how you really easily make your own dance tune.
Alright. So this there's another one. So this relates kind of to the story that you guys were reading this week about how do raisins grow. So that's how we did that with drawing conclusions. So some of the raisins are still kind of moving. It looks like most of them have kind of calmed down and they've just sunk to the bottom. But alright, so alright, so all of you have worked on drawing conclusions before. Alright, we're gonna be done. We'll look at it later.
It's raisin water.
Alright, so when we look at drawing conclusions, I want you to think to what you already know. Jocelyn, just leave it alone. So what is a conclusion? What do you think a conclusion is, Leah?
A conclusion is something that you get to figure out what's going to happen.
Kinda, yeah. Who can help Leah on that explanation? say is a judgment or decision. So conclusion is a judgment or decision after you give it some thought. So after you think about it for okay, so then this is also called an inference when we're drawing a conclusion. It's an inference. So what do you think goes into drawing a conclusion? What goes in, like, how do I form my conclusion? Anyone but Brian? Gabby? So I have, if I'm looking at a book, I have what the text says. So what is in the book, right? Plus, I have what I already know. Your knowledge, right, Jocelyn? Good.
So you
Oh, that's fine.
guess what next is going to be? All the knowledge that you have in your mind, and then what the author doesn't say, you can try to figure out all the knowledge that you have in your head, and then you can figure out what the author didn't put in the book.
Good. That was a really good explanation, Gabby. So what Gabby was telling us, Brecken, put it away, is that what the text is saying plus what Gabby already knows. So my conclusion might be different than Gabby's conclusion because me and Gabby are living different parts of our lives. I'm 21 and I'm in college. Gabby's 10, 9, and in 3rd grade. The things we have experienced in our lives are a little different. So if I'm reading a text, a book, my conclusion that I draw may be different than Gabby's conclusion because of how we've lived our lives. We've lived a little different lives. Yeah. You are not 100,010. Okay. So today we're going to be doing 4 different stations. Exploring drawing conclusions. So we only are going to have time to go to 2, but I want to explain all of them so that you understand where you're going. Okay? So one station is with me at the blue table. It's guided reading. We're going to read a passage and look at drawing conclusions from the text. Another station is called Case Files. It's back in the library by Miss Friday. That's where there's 5 different case files. You're going to look through them, read the case file, and each of you will have your own case file in the back. So there's a big pile on the left, and that's going to be your case file to keep. And then there's 5 case files on the right, and those are yours to look at. And you're going to write clues and then solve the mystery for each one from drawing conclusions. The third one is spelling, which is going to be over here by the backpacks. It's practicing your spelling words, different spelling activities for you to do. And then there's going to be a station out in the hallway with Miss Coker, who is one of my classmates at my college. She's in a 2nd grade class at down the hall. So she came to help us today, and she's going to be outside with the fluency station outside. And that's practicing your fluency for your fluency test tomorrow. Okay? So, no, she's in 2nd grade on the other side of the building. So this, Miss Friday's going to put up on the screen. In just one moment, you're going to go to your station when I dismiss you. You're going to be at that station for 15 minutes about. I'm going to set a timer, and you'll be there. So this tells you what the station is, what materials you need to bring with you, and where the station goes, and then your name is below it. So at guided reading with me at the blue table for the first time is Lily, Gavin, and Austin. Then case files in the back of the library is Macy, Xander, Briley, Jocelyn, Addison, Fallon, Liam, Jordan, and so forth. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Alright. I want you to go ahead and go to your center. And if you have questions, there's a direction sheet at every station.
I need to go to 3:18. Hey, I'm older than you. I'm 10,021.
It tells you. Yes. Okay. No, I already highlighted the passage for them.
You're not allowed to play with this, Chef. You're not allowed. Ew, guys. Raisin granola bars. Raisin cereal. Raisin muffins. That is just weird.
Alright.
No.
So, Gabby, not Gabby, Lily, Gavin, and Austin, we are going to be reading Raisins, as you discovered. So, before we read our books, can you close your books for a minute? Okay. What I want is for you to. So we've all eaten raisins before, but what makes them so special?
I haven't.
How do grapes turn into raisins?
I don't like raisins.
Okay, well, how do grapes turn into raisins? Do you guys know?
They dry when a grape dries out. It makes it like this is the grape instead of the part of the grape. But it just has wrinkles on it.
Yeah.
This is the grape skin. It's just wrinkled because all the water can't push out on it.
Good. 3 weeks. Okay, well let's. So before we read, we're going to read our short story and find answers to all these questions, all while drawing conclusions like we just talked about. So before we get started, there's some vocab that we'll need to know to help us in our stories. So does anyone know what artificial means?
Artificial means like new.
It means it's been made or produced by humans rather than occurring naturally. So that means like humans made it instead of it just occurring naturally.
Like animals can't even make raisins.
What about the word preservative? Do you know what preservative means, Austin?
Preservative means like draining, kind of.
It's when food has been preserved, it usually means a chemical has been added to it to prevent it from decaying as fast.
Will you say proof? No.
So raisins have preservatives. So I want us to read the first chapter together. So go ahead and open to page 4. It says, what are raisins? Okay. Page 4 and 5. What are raisins? Right here. Alright, so I'm going to read the first line and then Austin's going to read the next one for me. Raisins are dried grapes. Farmers raise grapes on grapevines. When the grapes are ripe, workers cut them off the vines and lay them on the ground. Austin, go ahead. The
hot sun dries out the juice in the grapes. After a few days, the skin on the grapes starts to wrinkle. These grapes will be raisins someday.
Okay, got it.
For about 2 weeks by then they are so
Workers.
Workers. Now, what wrinkly and behind that they
Okay, tell them that.
work collect. Workers collect. I said that. Workers collect
Austin, just
the
follow along.
raisins on the bring them to the factory.
Good. Lily, you want to read the last sentence?
They are. They are.
Good. So, I want you to go ahead and read pages 6 through 12 on your own in your head. One sec. And then I want you to look for conclusions that we can draw while you read, okay? So I'm going to come back, I'm going to go check on the other stations, and I want you to be working on pages 6 through 12, okay? Just in your head is fine.
Okay.
Okay? I'll be right back. This is the case file station. And this is the spelling fluence station, working on their spelling words.
So we're supposed to put them in a sentence and use the spelling word?
Yep, you can choose any of the options on your sheet.
And then what do we do?
There's multiple options. You can do as many as you can until time is up. And this is the fluency station outside, working on fluency and reading their passage aloud, and then listening to their own fluency.
Product is sort of artificial and no preservative. Preservative. I can't say that. Preservative is in some foods. Okay, my turn. Raisins are a. Oh, no, you don't have to read that. Raisins are a great snack when you have a sweet tooth. Stop. Tooth. Instead of eating candy or cookies, open a box of raisins and pop them in your mouth. Raisins. No, wait, it has an exclamation.
Has an exclamation point. So
Awesome. In your mouth. Raisins. Raisins have iron and B vitamins. And then I know. Raisins are one of the best snacks foods around. And my turn. No, I said around. Oh yeah, around. They taste great, and they go anywhere you do. If you need proof, ask
an astronaut.
Did you know that raisins are one of the foods I said that astronauts take into space? Raisins first.
In 1962.
No, raisins first traveled in space in 1962.
We said that at the same time.
Oh yeah, exclamation point. So
That's question mark.
space. So yeah, question mark. So
Space. Raisins. Scientists. Raisins first traveled into space in 1962 with astronauts. Scott
Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Okay, I'm going to read the next page. Make your own raisins. You can make your own raisins with a clump of seedless grapes. First, rinse the grapes under running water. This washes off any dirt or chemicals. Next, choose an area in your home that gets plenty of sunshine. Put the grapes on a dish and lay them in the sunlight. You may want to cover the dish with a light cloth to keep bugs off. Now comes the easy part. Leave the grapes alone for a few days to let the sun do its job. Austin,
I would rather eat grapes because I don't like raisins. I only like
you
grapes.
want to eat the grapes?
I don't like raisins.
What about 5 days? If the sun has been out,
Grapes are my favorite vegetable.
will dry more
I mean, fruit.
quickly into
But
raisins.
still.
If there has been a lot of cloudy days, you have to dry on. If your grapes look like raisins, go ahead and try more.
Good. So, did you find any parts of the text we could draw conclusions?
Now that's gross.
That's good. So what conclusions, why don't you flip over to page 6?
Are those yellow grapes?
Gavin, will you flip over to, boys, flip over to page 6.
Ew.
Page 6. What conclusions, Austin, stop. What conclusions can we draw from page 6? I'm wondering why bakers may sometimes use raisins paste or juice instead of preservatives. Based on what we know about preservatives, why can we conclude that bakers may not want to use them? Gavin?
Because preservative raisins might do something to the food, or not. It might not make it good, but they might want to use it sometimes too.
Yeah, so because the raisin paste or juice is a lot healthier than the chemicals and preservatives, right? So a lot of everyday foods have preservatives and raisins do not. So let's start on page 7. And what conclusions can you draw from page 7? Austin? Okay, so what about, I was thinking about the junk food I eat, and I feel like the text was trying to say something about it. When I looked back in the text, it never specifically said don't eat junk food, but it does say instead of eating candy or cookies, open a box of raisins. And based on the text evidence and my past experiences of junk food, what do you think the text is trying to tell us? Yes, that raisins are healthier for you than eating junk food like cookies and baked goods. I know, we did have cookies today. Well, and it's okay to have junk food in moderation, but sometimes we just don't want to eat a lot of junk food when there's healthier choices for us, like raisins. Yeah, your Halloween candies. Yeah, when you're on a diet, you're not supposed to eat candy. So, what about page 8 and 9? Look at page 8 and 9.
I was already on page 8 and 9.
I hate them because it's too sugary.
Yeah.
I don't.
I connected the part of this text to our story this week in reading our textbooks, How Do I Raise a Raisin? Both stories talk about raisins in outer space, right? So all I think about is why did astronauts take raisins into space? I can draw a conclusion about this based on what was on page 8 and 9. I can even refer to the entire text. What clues did we discuss that makes raisins a good food choice to take to outer space? So what did it show on page 8 and 9?
Because because there's no water in it.
Oh yeah, so it floats. Yeah.
Because there's no water in it, so now all the water won't just come out of it, because in space everything floats. So if it goes all the way up and smashes on something, it isn't gonna bust open. It's gonna stay floating.
Yeah, and raisins are everywhere, right? And are they messy?
No. Yeah. Only when you have seeds in them.
Yeah. But usually raisins aren't messy, and they can go anywhere, including outer space. And on page 7, it told us they have iron.
Can't take birthday cake to space. Can't take birthday cake to space. That's no fair. I'm never going to space.
Okay. So now I want you to close your books and think about this. So from how we learned from drawing conclusions from our text here, I want you to take this information and think about drawing conclusions in your own books you read every day, even your own AR books. Think of what the author is trying to say without explicitly saying. And remember to apply your own experiences to the book. Like I talked about how my experience might be different than Gabby's or Lily's or Gavin or Austin because we live different lives. I was going to say Gabby, but you're Gavin. Just because you both start with a G. So, my first name is Katie. Oh, I didn't know that. So I want you to remember that what I may think about a book's meaning may be different than Lily's because we've been through different experiences and different phases in our lives. Okay? So, good job. I'm going to start the music and we're going to switch to our next station. Let me find it. Yeah. Who did? Okay, I'll talk to her. Okay.
Why is there only a couple pages on here?
It's just a shorter book. Okay. Hey, stop what you're doing. If you are at the case file station, you can take your case file back to your desk. Please make sure you leave the original 5 case files back where you found them. So this should not look like this. And clean up. So bring the 5 case files back where you found them. And then at spelling station, you need to put your spelling papers back where you found them. And take it back to your desk. Yes, they keep theirs and then they leave the original 5. Hey, the board shows you what your next station is. So look for your name and you can go to your next station. You need to be at your next station by the time the music turns off. Okay. No. I need Jonah with his green book.
Why did my do this? Why did you do this? Why did you do this? I cost 7.
There's a seat right here, boys. Jonah. Or here, I'll push it around that way. So you guys can sit by each other. Okay. Let me.
I switched files
Okay. So go ahead and open your books to our How Do You Raise a Raisin story, which you guys have already read this week. So, you've already kind of built this background on your text because you've all seen or eaten raisin before. And you need to think about what makes them special. How do grapes turn into raisins? Where do they grow best? How long does it take for them to grow? So today we're going to read our short story, How Do You Raise a Raisin, out of the textbook to find answers to all these questions, and while drawing conclusions about the first station. So, I want you to, we're going to read together pages 380 to 381. And I'll be right back. Started here at spelling practice. You don't need your books. You do spelling words. Austin and this station is 2 hours. You take one sheet you don't write on it. I know some of the books got to write on it. Okay. Now read page 380 and 381. So, Alexa, will you read the top part of 380?
How do you raise a raisin? Tell me so I'll know. They're such peculiar little things. How do they sprout and grow? Do raisins grow on Earth or other planets far away? Do aliens collect them and space shuttle them our way?
Good. Kayla, will you read the second part?
Raisins are dried grapes. So far, there is no proof that raisins grow on other planets. Raisins are grown on countries like Turkey, Iran, Greece, Australia, and the United States.
Good.
So who discovered raisins? Were they here when the Earth began? Who was the first to live of them, a dinosaur or man?
And
Raisins were probably discovered when someone or something tasted grapes that had dried on the vine. Over the years, people and animals figured out which grapes produced the sweetest, yummiest raisin.
Good. So, what do you notice about this text? Stay on this page, stay on 380 and 381.
Grapes.
What did you notice, Alexa?
Good. That like it's telling you all about like where they're grown and how they're grown. Like it answers all the questions that it has in the first part.
Beautiful.
Like in the book, right?
So what Alexa noticed is that the top part is like a poem, and the bottom part answers the questions that were asked in the top part. So our text is a poem at the top, and then the bottom answers the questions asked in our poem. So how do we know the author's purpose is to inform or entertain us in this? How can you tell that? Because the story never explicitly tells us, but how can I draw evidence that tells us that? Kayla?
Because he thought that like maybe raisins were on another planet, like who made them first, dinosaur man.
Yeah, so the text is informational, but it's also to entertain the reader. So what I want you to do is I want you to read the rest of the passage to page 391. Just read as much as you can. I'm going to go check on other stations while you guys read. So just read it in your head to page 391. And when you're reading, I want you to look for conclusions and make sure to recognize textual support to back up your conclusions, okay? So look for conclusions that you can draw and text support to help you. So you're going to read from page 380 to 391, okay? And then I'll come check on you in just about 3 minutes, just as far as you can, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm showing you the rotation 2 of the centers. Back here again is the textual evidence. The students have their own case files, and they are reading the descriptions and then answering, finding clues and drawing conclusions from what their clues tell them. On the back over here is spelling center. So students are working with their spelling words and down there and doing different activities with their spelling words that they choose. After, outside is our fluency center again, where students are recording themselves reading their passage and then checking their fluency and listening back to themselves. So Jocelyn here is reading her fluency and recording herself. And then Briley is on the second phase where she's listening back to her fluency and listening to how she sounds in her text. Which this station was supervised by another IU student to make sure that they weren't too loud in the hallway.
Can I go get a drink real quick?
Thanks.
Can I get a drink of water by my desk? What time is it?
We're almost done. Okay, so even though we're not done reading, it's okay. I want us to think back to page 382. So flip to page 382. And while you're looking there, what conclusions can I draw about Fresno, California? So it's right about Fresno, Kayla.
That there are the raisin squirrel and chowchilla, and like that's where they normally grow around California.
Yeah, what else can you add to that, Dwayne?
90%, like most of the raisins are sold and
Yeah, so I can draw conclusions because the text tells us that raisins are grown in areas with nice dirt, many days of hot weather, a dry climate, and plenty of water. And 90% of raisins are sold in those areas. And then it tells us that 90% are sold in Fresno. So I can tell that Fresno, because a lot of raisins are sold there, has all those things. It has nice dirt, many hot days, a dry climate, and plenty of water. Right? What else, Dwayne? Did you have something else to add?
no. Can I go to work?
Just a few minutes. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, let's look at page 384, which is the next page. Some of you right here. And where it says, "Ripped a burly giant," what do you think this means? You might want to flip to page 385. Look at page 385 for what that picture shows. And you can use images to help draw conclusions. So what do you think, Kayla?
That the giant was that he thought that the giant was used because some of the grapes were at the top, so the giant would come and shake them down.
Yeah, so from the picture, we can see that the men were big and burly. That means they were big. So they worked hard, so they would do work for other people. So sometimes maybe like when your parents ask you to do work for them, maybe you've been paid an allowance to do chores or something. That's kind of what they did. They were workers and they worked for other people, and then they were paid compensations for doing the work. Okay, good job. What about page 388? A few pages back. What conclusions can we draw from this part of the text? Why are some raisins more wrinkled than others? The text tells us that water evaporates in the hot sun. So what must happen to the raisins that are more wrinkled? Alexa?
They might be like out in the sun for longer,
Yeah, what is this like for us as our human bodies? What do we get wrinkled sometimes? What wrinkles for us? Huh? Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, so when you're in the pool for a long period of time, your skin shrivels up like the wrinkles of a raisin, right? So that's just the exact same thing. The longer you're in a pool.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A couple of quick announcements at the end of the day. First of all, let's update you on the Student Council canned food drive. In third place, 341 items, Mrs. Stites, 6th graders. In second place, with 362 items, Mrs. Harden's 4th graders. And the new first place leader is a 1st grade class with 363 items. Check that. Hold on. Numbers have just been updated. They've just been handed to me. Holy cow, people are bringing in cans like crazy. Here's the latest update. In third place, Mrs. Harden's 4th grade class with 362 items. In second place, with 363 items, Mrs. Merrill's class. And in first place, in the last 15 minutes, kindergartners in Mrs. Smith's class, 682 items. Holy Toledo. Boys and girls, we have one more day to collect cans for the needy in Kokomo. Let's finish up tomorrow with a bang. Please help bring in what you can. Remember, canned foods or non-perishable boxes. Also, we want to congratulate our future Northwestern Elementary Spell Bowl champions. Tonight they will compete for the Regional Spell Bowl Championship, and we know they're going to take away the highest rating, and we wish them nothing but luck. And if you'd like to come, it'll be in the auditorium tonight, beginning at 5 o'clock. Thank you all. Have a great evening.
All right. Let's go ahead and close up what you're doing and go back to your seats. Make sure you clean up your area that you worked in. And you can go ahead and go back to your seats. Almost time to go. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay, go ahead and take a seat at your desk.
What is that?
Oh, you missed it. I'll tell you in just a few minutes, okay? No, you won't. Hey! Okay, go ahead and take a seat. So, just to wrap up, yes, you can keep your case files. Just to wrap up, I want you to raise your hand. What did you? What did you learn about drawing conclusions? Turn off your timer. Oh, I think that's sound. Okay, so what did you learn about drawing conclusions? That's what I just called it. Tegan, take a seat. Xander. Yeah, that you can draw clues from the text to help support your conclusions.
If you're talking, your recess is mine tomorrow.
Gabby, what else did you learn? Don't fall off your chair.
I learned that you can like solve mysteries. It's really fun because
You enjoyed it? So yeah, so you can from the did you do the taste files? Is that what you're talking about? Kind of solving the mystery. Yeah, and that's kind of what drawing conclusions is it's taking information you're given and drawing a conclusion. You're solving a mystery. You're solving what the conclusion is, right? So, what did you guys think? Is it okay for my conclusion to be different than someone else's conclusion?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that? If we look back at what this said, why is that? Yeah, so you might have lived longer. You might have had different experiences that you've encountered that were different than someone else, right? So even if me and Miss Coker were both 21, or close, yeah, okay. So even though we were both 21, we've lived different lives. We grew up in different families. We have done different things, worked different jobs, or different experiences, right? So those that went to the Fluency Center out the hallway, did you get feedback from your peer, your partner? Did you guys were you able to have time to do that? Yep. And what about at the spelling center? What was your favorite spelling activity? Which one did you like, Austin? You can't remember? Leah?
When you write
Writing sentences. Cooper? The different consonants and vowels, different colors. Oh, the pyramid? Yeah, that was. Did you have another one, Tegan? Oh, the pyramid one. Oh, the sentence. Okay. Good. Lily, last one. When you read the book. Yeah, that was a good book. All right, so thank you for your participation, and that concludes our lesson.